Okay, it's Wednesday, the 2nd of April. This is Weather Outlook, and we're going to talk about, cold, and we're going to talk about snow. There's a little sleet, there's a little freezing rain coming in next week. Got all kinds of mess. So next week is going to be totally opposite what you would think would be happening at this time of year. Okay, so now to start this craziness off, we're going to go to Sunday. This Sunday, the 6th, if you're keeping track. And you can see all those temperatures are basically above normal. You can see here some temperatures down here 20 degrees above normal. So that's the rise of the warm air from the south that I was talking about in my other videos about this is what's going to happen this summer. But what's going to happen this day is you got this being pushed by an onset of a front. Now you can see the difference. Here's Jersey, 20 degrees above normal, and then you go back here to western Pennsylvania, and we're talking about 12 degrees below normal. So big difference across this thing here. It's a very strong cold front going to come down. And with that is going to be precipitation. But I'm just going to show you where the temperatures goes. This is a Sunday night. We're down to around 8 o'clock in the evening Sunday night. And you got some temperatures out here 10, 15, 20 below normal. And you can see now the temperatures that were 20 degrees above normal are going back down. While this is going on, we have this. So you have rain up ahead of the front where the warm air was, but as the front comes through, it changes over to snow and it changes over to freezing rain out here in the western part of Pennsylvania, especially up towards Bradford, Erie, and even by Wellsboro up that way. And then what it does is this goes by, and there's a little bit of sleet and freezing rain in northeastern PA, right along the border. And then it's more snow up to the north. This comes through. This is around 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday the 7th. And then this goes by. Okay. So then we're like, okay. So now we've got some cold air that's coming in place now. And we'll go back to the anomaly map here. And you can see it's chilly. And, it's very cold down here in West Virginia. But in Pennsylvania, you're basically 5 to 15 degrees below normal. And this is on Monday. And this is during the day. This is in the afternoon. Um, I'd say like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the actual temperatures at this point in time in the afternoon, only a little area here in southeastern PA or in just a part of Jersey here is in the 50s, but everybody else, it's pretty chilly, upper 40s. And then as we go through the nighttime hours, that cold air settles in. And if you look at this, and the reason I'm showing you this, you can look at a spoke here where the temperatures are freezing, and you look out western PA here, and this is freezing. This is Tuesday, 11 o'clock in the morning. It's in the 20s. Okay, that's cold. That's what I'm trying to bring up here. But what we got precipitation wise is we have this rolling through. And then here comes, this is Monday, about 2 o'clock on the Tuesday, around 2 o'clock in the morning. And you can see it's a very strong front coming through. There is some snow up in the Poconos as this thing goes through. Here it is up here. Snow out in western PA. And here's a big comma shape here of this storm. And as this thing turns, it does bring snow, a lot of heavy snow, but it does bring some snow to Pennsylvania in little drabs, and it's a big nor'easter up here in New England. If you're wondering just what kind of weather we're talking about here, we're talking about snow. This is the snow. Basically Sunday through Wednesday, and then you can see this little spoke here in the Poconos. But out here, you're talking 8, 9, 10 inches, and then we have to also include some freezing rain up in the Poconos. Again with this, and this freezing rain would come down. If we go back here a little bit, this freezing rain would be late Monday night into Monday morning would be your freezing rain. And then there is a little sleet involved with this too. But that's kind of where I'm looking at now. We have another opportunity later on in the week for mixed precipitation and snow. And then as we go through the week, this is Tuesday when here's your snow here, that little line here of cold temperatures, and then out in western PA. Look at this, 20, 25 degrees below normal and that's during the day. And then it moves to the east late in the afternoon. And then now temperatures, as this storm goes by, The temperatures out in western PA are 25 to 30 below normal, not below zero, but below normal. And in eastern PA, they're starting to go down. They're 15 to 20 degrees below the normal. Now, this is 5 in the afternoon. These are your temperatures. Pretty much below zero and a lot of below freezing in a lot of areas. And even in Jersey and South Pennsylvania here, temperatures are down to 40 in the afternoon. And then as we get into the nighttime hours, it's freeze city. Everybody's in the 20s Wednesday morning, which would be the ninth. As we get to the morning hours, you can see it's freezing all the way down to Philadelphia and just barely above freezing in South Jersey and Delaware here. That's on Wednesday. So next week's and just one more shot of wintertime here that you're going to get. Now these are your temperatures, but this is your below normal temperatures, and you can see Wednesday afternoon we're still 10, 15, 20 below the normal for the time of year. And then as we get to Thursday at night, I mean, look up in this direction up here. This is, let's see if I can even see that. That's 30 degrees below the normal up towards Erie. And remember, I forecast for 3 different states, so I can't. Everybody doesn't get the same weather. So as we go into Friday, you can still see it's 10, 15 degrees below normal. Thursday, here's Friday, and more cold air comes through on Friday during the day. You can see, and it warms up a little bit close to normal late in the day on Friday, but then it cools right back off again. And then as we get into Saturday, again, back to below normal temperatures. Now, this is what would be on the ground next week, total, up to next Saturday. And you can see if you're up here towards Erie, you get pretty good. Again, parts of the Poconos, a couple inches of snow, Laurel Highlands, even down towards Pittsburgh here, you get like an inch of snow. And I think the areas down in here will see some snow, but I don't think it'll stick down in southeastern PA and northern New Jersey. But again, this is unusual and it's still cold going into the end of next week. So we're going to keep an eye on the following week and see if that continues. Yeah, I'm just throwing this out there because there's thunder outside my window going on. We do have some thunderstorms through here coming through now. And if you look way up here, almost right on the edge here of Wayne County, up towards Binghamton, there's thunderstorms, but in front of it is some mixed precipitation, even snow up this way. So winter is not done, and I guess that's the main thing I want to get across here today. It's not finished yet. Just keep that in mind. Also, we have a sponsor. He does it once a month for us, and I appreciate him being a sponsor. Anybody can sponsor on here if they want. Just leave me a message, and I'll get back to you, and we'll set it up. I'll do the video, the 15-second video for you, and whatever else. And also, we're going to go live Sunday, this Sunday at 7 o'clock. Seems to be the time when everybody and I can even get it together. This Sunday, 7 o'clock, we'll go live. Okay, take it easy and watch my sponsors for today's video.